Welcome Warren students to myWarren or eLearning. This is our LMS, our Learning Management System by Genzabar. It's eLearning, but we call it myWarren. Most colleges will call it my whatever the school is. And it was updated from the last time, so this is just a little kind of update video since the layout changed a little bit with the new version, so some things look a little different, so I just wanted to go over that. Just in case you watch the old videos of myWarren and things don't look the same, so I just want to review a little bit. I'll use this from the standpoint of an online class, the CSC 102W2 whatever, just to show you some things. And I just want to go into my courses, so I'll go find that course, the CSC 102W1, but this would work for any courses the same way. And what you'll see first is these are your announcements. Now keep in mind they have read more here, so this isn't the whole announcement. And I'll put this in student view so it looks like you would see it as a student, and that's the way it should look as a student. And you have a link here. You also have a read more, so you could see the rest of it down here. And you could go to previous posts, so see previous announcements. And what I usually try to do, at least I do, is when I have announcements here, is I try to copy these announcements and also send them as emails, just in case you don't check these announcements all the time. But they can have links in them. Here's a link in here for an assignment that's in here. So you click on this link and it opens up in a new window, and there's our computer concepts playlist in YouTube that's linked in there. So there's some, here's myWarren and myWarren-pt3. That's the old version, so I'm doing the new version here. And also some things, just some basics in here just to be aware of. Course information, all this stuff is the same. That's my stuff. It also has a description in there, which may be a newer one on the syllabus. The syllabus page, you'll see they kind of changed this a little bit, and some of it needs to be updated because it's formatted a little odd. Some of them have 2 columns and there shouldn't be, and it leaves like a blank area. This looks okay, but you can display this with these bullet lists that if you want to do that. Or you add these blocks. It's set up to be responsive, so it looks better on a phone, and they have kind of these blocks here. So you would click on these links. At least they look like links. They have underlines. The old version didn't have underlines. It was hard to tell if they were links. And there's syllabus, FAQs here. I usually have these in PDF so that when you click on them, it opens them, at least if you're in Chrome, it'll open them and you could view the PDF. Also, if you're using a Cengage book, which we're not this semester in 102, but we probably will in the future or have to, this is where you'd have information. There'd be more information down here about Cengage and signing up with them and getting an email from them and putting your course key in and all that stuff you have to do with the Cengage books. So that would be under this section. So for other courses, you'd be getting your Cengage information in the syllabus section. Overview, I don't really use overview. I'll go to coursework here. Now, one thing, you can see what I'm talking about. This layout has like an empty column over here, so it gets kind of squashed. And again, if you make it smaller, you can see there's a breakpoint eventually where it kind of fills up the screen, so you can even make your screen smaller, and it'll probably look better on a phone anyway. But if you get to this point, or if you're on a phone and you're a little confused about how things look here, and you'd go to your little hamburger menu up here, and this just brings up the things at the top, and obviously those colors need to be changed because they're hard to read with the dark background on the red. Or the red background with the blue type is hard to read, but you're also losing your navigation on the side here. Your my courses, all that kind of stuff, coursework and all that, where's that? And that's in this little circular arrow here. If you go here, then you'll see all those things that are typically on the left side. So that's kind of what it'll look like on a phone, but I just want you to be aware that things do look a little bit different when you do that because of these like little blocks. Here are the little blocks here. And when you go into your assignments, if they're open, some may not be open yet, and some, if they're past a date, they'll be gray, but if they're new, you'd click on them like this, and basically you click on assignment, student intro posting pick, whatever it is, and it may have some instructions in here. And what I usually do is I also put instructions out here on documents and resources, and I'll mention this because this is important. There's documents and resources. There's 2 kinds. There's handouts and there's bookmarks. Now, if you go down here, I don't know if it has all of that. Oh, there's bookmarks. So it does have the bookmarks and handouts, but it's kind of hard to see in here because it's kind of wasting this column here. But I've started to do this because they have Unit 1 and then they have a place for handouts. Now, handouts are something that you would be something like that, it would be instructions for an assignment. So that's what I put in handouts, or maybe a file you have to download or something. So that's the only thing in here right now, but there could be a Unit 2. So if there's Unit 2 instructions for some other thing that's going to be in Unit 2, I'm going to put my instructions, handout instructions, written instructions in these kind of things in handouts. So these are all kind of PDF files and stuff like that. There are links within some of these things here, but this is a flyer, so that's actually a PDF that you open. So most of the things in handouts are kind of documents that you'd view. These are note sheets. So these are little note sheets, those things that nobody ever looks at for PowerPoints. Nobody ever takes notes on. So that's all that's showing up here in handouts. Now this is what I'm talking about. Now I can't see bookmarks. Where are bookmarks? I have to go back here and go to bookmarks. Now bookmarks are, web pages. So there's Microsoft resources, there's training resources, there's videos here, learn resources, all the stuff to, so we don't need to get a book, at least for now. There's PowerPoints. Now these are PowerPoints that I actually put on the web. So when you click on these, they actually go and view, and they're actually on SlideShare, so that you don't have to download the PowerPoint file. You could go into SlideShare, it's actually by LinkedIn, and you could look at whenever there's PowerPoints, you can go through and just look at them on there. Since a lot of people will look at these when they take quizzes and stuff like that. So that's how I post PowerPoints. I don't see the point in uploading a large file of a PowerPoint just so you can run PowerPoint. You just need to look at the slides, and that's what you can do here. So these are all kind of things, and there's some other intro to computer links in here, Techipedia and Webipedia. And here's a PowerPoint. This is another one. This is a PowerPoint for Word, which is just intro stuff in Word that we talk about, just your basic Word formatting stuff that we'd go over in the 102 class, Excel. And here's videos, and I have this here. There's, for this particular class, some classes I have a playlist for the entire class. For the 102, I have a playlist for computer concepts, which is intro stuff, Word stuff, PowerPoint, and Excel stuff. So if you click on one of these links that are here, and again, this is bookmarks. If you click on one of these links, you'll see that there's a playlist here for computer concepts. There's going to be another one in here that'll say like revised or something. Part 3 is revised 2019 or something. And I think I have to update some of these. I just made some new videos of cropping a picture for your post pick and stuff like that. And these are narrated PowerPoints here where I actually just kind of talk through them. So if you have an online class, so that's what's here in bookmarks. These are basically playlists. And in other classes, like I said, you may just have one playlist. So that's what's in documents and resources. So there'll be a lot of good stuff in there, especially if you don't have a book. That's where all the kind of book stuff that you need that's in there. The last thing I'll mention here is discussion forum, or discussion board, they call it. When you go in here, here's your student introductions, and then you'll also have a weekly discussion forum. So you're going to go through here, and then when it comes to week 3, you'll go in there and go in your week 3 topic, and then you'll add a post. I can't do it because I'm emulating a student. I'm not really a student, but you'd add a post and create your post and then hit submit. So that shouldn't be different, but I just wanted to show you some of these just because it looks a little different when you resize the screen. It looks a little different that you have this little thing coming out here. So stuff looks a little bit different, but it's basically the same as the other intro videos I had for myWarren, so I don't think I have to mention a whole lot about it. So I'm going to stop there, but that's just my little update for the myWarren update for 2019.